Oh, and the castles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt sad, you know, to know that the people had to suffer in those dungeons, the men and the women, and how they suffered was sad. It's despicable how we were treated in those dungeons. Um, but I'm happy that those that survived. You know, so it just lets me know that I'm part of a DNA or part of a structure that's strong because those who made it survived, and I'm part of the survivors. My name is Anthony McCullough, and I'm from Rochester, New York. And I got my given name today, Nai Amara Ashanti. I was born on Friday, so uh, coffee is my Friday name, my day name.
Wow.
Yes.
Your first time in concert, you count almost all of your family.
Yeah.
How was it like?
So all of my family isn't here, like I said earlier, but so far I love it. So far I love it. I've learned a lot. Um, I my eyes have been open to things that I've heard about only, but now I've been able to touch them and feel the spirit of them here in my heart, in my being, and feel it in my family. The faces that I see on the street and the people, I see those faces at home too. So I know that we're from here. Um, I did do a DNA test to find out where my DNA was from, and 80% sub-Saharan African, 80% Gahini. So it's a homecoming for me,
Wow.
and
So
so I would
being
encourage other people to come and discover this for themselves,
wow.
just as I have.
Wow. So how was it feeling like at the Alumina Castle and the Nasiman slave river, People's Castle, when
How
you
does
were
it?
walking through the dungeons at the People's Castle? How did you feel?
Oh, and the castles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt sad, you know, to know that the people had to suffer in those dungeons, the men and the women, and how they suffered was sad. It's despicable how we were treated in those dungeons. Um, but I'm happy that those that survived. You know, so it just lets me know that I'm part of a DNA or part of a structure that's strong because those who made it survived, and I'm part of the survivors.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So staying at the door of no return. What comes to your mind? I was like, how do you feel?
How would I feel?
Like, yeah, like standing at the door of no return, knowing that your ancestors passed through the same, that's where they say goodbye to Africa.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do I feel about how
Like seeing the door of no return.
seeing the door of no return?
Yeah.
Oh, that was very sad too. Very difficult to really process. To say that they walked through that into turbulent seas, into something that they never saw before, and then were packed into boats like fish in a can. Um, Very disheartening, very sad. Didn't make me angry, but I just felt like it was just so unfair. It was so wrong, you know. So that's really how I felt. Yes, I felt good being able to go back through the door
Yeah.
to say that some of my ancestors made it back through the door, coming back to Africa, um, like the Crystal from Jamaica, whose
Yeah.
bones were brought back through, and Carson from America, whose bones were brought back through, to say that they were brought back to their home.
And you
Yes,
coming back to it the same thing.
yes,
But it
yes,
happens that you are alive.
yes,
And once you walk through that door of no return, it's
yes,
like your thousands of your ancestors that died there, they are
yes,
all with you. So you coming back, they
yes,
all come back. And I'm very, very happy
yes.
to see that.
What I was very happy about was my son wanting to tarry in the river, the last bath. He wanted to tarry and feel that current in his spirit. Um, and he said to me, I want to tarry because I don't know if I'm going to, whenever I'll be back. And I said to him, Because I brought you here, now you may bring your children here. And that's what I look for the future. Not just my children, my grandchildren, but also other people and other people's children. I would like to see them come here so that they can experience this and hopefully get it into their hearts to participate in Pan Africanism and see us, no matter where we are in the world, as one. Okay.
Wow, this is so beautiful. You know, wherever my husband is right now, seeing you coming back, he is very happy.
Yes.
Remember, he died for this very cause.
Yes.
He died, he lived
Yes.
his life for a day like this to come for you to return.
Yes.
And I'm very, very happy to
Yes.
see that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So, what about the food?
What about the future?
The food, the food.
Oh, the food is great. The food is great. I was sampling the food before I came. I have a friend who's from Ghana who brought us here, and he was introducing us to the food before we left home, before we left Rochester. So, but I was really anxious to taste the food here that's grown here, that is different from the food that we have that's grown at home. You know, the wheat and even the meat. It's natural. It's free of preservatives. It's free of chemicals, and it's different, and it's good. I had I haven't had to have a lot in order to be satisfied. You know, with the amount that I get because of the quality of the food. It's good quality. Yes.
And then the culture.
The culture. Um, I like the culture. I see a lot of challenge here because the people are. I can see a lot of people struggling just because of what has happened to Ghana with the diaspora. The diaspora also affected Ghana too, in a way that a lot of the people that are here don't understand, and hopefully they'll come to that understanding too. Oftentimes, we don't realize what is happening to us in our own backyard. You know what I mean? We don't realize that what we have here in our own country. Yes.
Beautiful people, I'm Raymond Eche Agbalenyo. As we just watched, in fact, heart-filling interview by a man, it is his first time coming to Africa. But do you know what got me amazed? He didn't just come alone, but he came with almost most of his children, the wife and two of his kids, and remaining one because of her job. That's why she couldn't join them. You need to come home, my brothers and sisters that are from the diaspora. Serious. You coming home, you are no longer from the diaspora. Seriously. Because you didn't die out there. But you have an opportunity to step the foot or walk to the path where your ancestors have once passed. You didn't die out there. You are back home. You are now from the diaspora because you didn't die. Do you know how it feels walking on the same ground, on the same path, knowing that your ancestors won't pass there? Seriously, that's what me if I'm guiding a tour or I take a group, especially to some special places, a place like Asimansu Slave River. When we are walking to the riverside, I always let my people know, no, you have to remove your foot. You, you have to remove your shoes and walk barefoot to connect with your ancestors because your ancestors happen to walk through the same path. And you know how it feel like, how the connection it is. We have to experience this real. Yet it is true that you watch some videos that we show you here about Africa, tell you the truth. But I will also like that you feel it yourself. You see the testimony of the man? No. Because sometimes when you're out there, things that they show you about Africa, it is not true. The story that they tell you, your own story. No, they twist it. Remember, the same people that are showing all this are the same people that separated you from your ancestors. Yes, they're the same people. How can they tell you the truth? And I have several complaints from our brothers and sisters that are living in the diaspora who are saying that Africans doesn't accept them, doesn't like them, or whenever they find their way here, we don't see them as one of them. Yes, it is true. I'm not doubting that. But I just want you to know that, we the continental Africans, after the strongest, our brothers and sisters who are the strongest and mightiest, have been taken away, we the remaining 100% of continental African have been colonized. Remember that? Colonization. They change our mindset. So whenever you happy to find your way back home, we will not recognize you as one of us, but rather we see you as an American, as a Caribbean, as European. That's why we see you. It is true. I could remember there is this lady who comes from New York. It is her first time in Africa. And how happy she is on the streets of Accra. She was just shouting, "Oh, I'm back home. I'm back home." And everybody she see, she just smile, greet the person. And when she went to Tanzania, she was doing the same thing. And people think she is mad. So she called me and said, "Raymond, they are saying I'm mad, I'm mad." And because they don't know. Yes, they don't know. Because their mind have been changed. So when they see you, that is how it is. When we see you, we will not know that you are one of us, or you are one our brother and sister that have been separated away. And now you are back, instead of us to welcome you home, but we are the one rather sucking you away. That is how it is. Because they change our mindset to hate even ourselves. Especially those that have the opportunity to come to Africa. See what our women are doing. See, our mind, like we hate anything about us. We hate it. That is why only some of us who happen to know the truth, only us that are like that can see you that way and accept you and embrace you. Only a few of us. To be honest. And it's the same thing, seriously, because in another way, I have needs. Our brothers and sisters from the diaspora that come to Ghana, see them on the street. I'm trying to connect with them, talk to them. They look down on me because they see that they think I'm coming to ask them money, I'm coming to ask them dollar. That is their mindset. So when I try to welcome them or to talk to them, they just look down on me. They don't talk to me because they see me as a beggar. Just because of the narrative, the things that they watch over there about Africa, the image that they portray to them and how they see Africa. So they see that everybody in Africa is a beggar. It's poor. We are not poor. Africa is the richest continent in earth in terms of natural resources. And its natural resources is the one driving the world economy. Gold, diamond, uranium, timber, and many more. We have all that. So don't think we are poor. No, it is not like that. And I don't blame them too, because I know it's the same brainwashed. So we turn each party against each other. But it is time for us to rewrite the history, to change that narratives. We need to be one. We need to connect. Serious. That is why I'm using this channel to invite you to Africa. If you are out there, you haven't come to Africa, I know you watch my videos showing you or listening to the story, history about your ancestors. But I will also urge you to come and see it and feel it and connect it real. And when you return back, I bet you will never be the same. Now, that is what me mostly. After my tour, I sit all my guests down to have one-on-one encounter with them, because I don't want the fact that a diasporan will come to Ghana or will come to Africa, going around visiting this place and he's been seen as a tourist. No, it's your home. It is your home. It is your home where you are born, and you think that is where you are from. No, where your history begins. This is your origin. So you cannot just come here and since as a tourist going around. No, it is your home. You have to program your mind that way. If you are thinking of coming to Africa, my number is on the screen. WhatsApp us, and I will be the one that will take you to all this place, and I will have one-on-one interaction with you. Remember, we are changing the narratives, and I'm very happy for this very man. When I was interviewing the son, I can feel the connection. He have changed. Yes, his eye have been opened. You see, the door of no return have now become the door of return. The moment they bring Madam Krista and Summer Carson remain backed. When you see the door of no return at Elmina Castle and the door of no return at Cape Coast Castle is different. Elmina Castle is the original one. That is the original door of no return. You see how small it is? Comparing to the door of no return at Cape Coast Castle is big. Because the very day they bring the remain of Madam Krista and Summer Carson, they use them to pass through that and have changed the name. Instead of the door of no return, the door of return. And they have made the gate large because they know that someone like you watching me, you will come back home. And many of you will come back home. That is why they make it large. So my brothers and sisters, come back home. Come and feel it. Come and experience it yourself. Come and connect with your ancestors. You coming back home, do you know what you have done? Because your ancestors were once forced against their will. They have been kidnapped, sent away from their motherland, from their home, and they die in grief, sad. So you coming back home, your ancestors that have once been kidnapped, that have once been forced away from his family, will also return with you. Do you know how joyful it is? Even it is more special. Like how happy it is for you to connect back to your roots. So just contact us. We are ready. Myself, I'll be with you throughout from step 1 up to the end for you to know what is happening across the sea. The real